even made a video, filmed a video on my laptop quite some time. Took a little bit of break from it, like not 2 weeks, like 3 weeks. I'm gonna get back to this slowly. So, this is a quick little movie review on The Substance, with Demi Moore and Dennis Quaid and Margaret Q. I can never say her last name, but I think they picked perfect people for this role. Margaret and Demi look quite alike, just younger and older version. Demi's like 61, and Margaret Q is like 30, around there. Yeah, like the eyebrows, the eyes, the hair, stuff like that, right? Look very similar. So in the movie, having them play like younger and older version of each other, perfect. Dennis Quaid, he played like a manager of some sorts, whatever, and he was like annoyingly optimistic, it was like he played that so well. Like, people like that in real life are fucking horrifying. I think they're psychopaths. So, what the movie's about? Like I said, it's called The Substance. I'm trying to describe it. So her name is Elizabeth, and she was, when she was younger, she was like a aerobics dancer or whatever. It was kind of like prostitution, my personal opinion, but whatever. What's her name? Elizabeth Sparkle, whatever, something. But Elizabeth, right? So she was the it girl. She was hot. She was the hot girl. She was it. And she got older. She wasn't the hot girl. She wasn't it anymore. And she was offered an antidote for internal youth. But the thing is, you need a different body for that. So the Margaret, she plays the younger version of Elizabeth. She oh my gosh, it's so hard to describe. It's such a unique movie. I've never seen a movie like this. It's like one of a kind. It's extremely gory, so if you don't like gory, deformed monsters and stuff, you shouldn't watch this. So they have to switch, right? It's gonna be very confusing me trying to explain this. And it's a substance, not substance, whatever, antidote. You get, it's for eternal, there's obviously a different meaning. It's for eternal beauty, eternal life. And it's like a kit, like it's like a needle. It's a long ass needle. It's like this long, and you stick it in the spine to like get the juices flowing, so it benefits you. And the younger the younger Elizabeth Sparkle, that's her last name. She's doing her aerobics thing, stuff like that, getting to the top, and you can't skip a day. But where she fucked up is she skipped a day, and she's like taking juice from her, like leaving her lifeless. And they don't tell you this, and they, when you're offered the antidote, so it's like surprise, bitch, you're just hit with it. So she's like slowly just like draining everything out of her, and the older Elizabeth is like, oh my gosh, no. Like, so the two people, the older Elizabeth and the younger Elizabeth, you're one person. Two people together, one person. So the older Elizabeth needs to survive for the younger Elizabeth to survive. And she's young and beautiful, right? But shit starts to go wrong. And she has like one old finger and the other, and like all young fingers, and clearly her job is to look beautiful, is to be appeasing to people, to the like male eye, you know. And then gradually on, I'm not gonna like, I wasn't hearing thought for a second. Sorry. I'm not gonna like say everything because it's just such an interesting event. I really think you should watch it unless you don't like gory shit. Like this is like literally one of the most like visually aesthetically pleasing and gory movies I've ever seen. I love movies like this. Like this was one of a kind, definitely. Deserves to win an award. Demi Moore played the shit out of this role. So, as the movie goes on, both of them, they're just like cracking bones, like looking deformed and shit. It's just like just aging, because obviously shit went wrong. Didn't follow the rules. Didn't follow, you know, the guidelines. So now they're both suffering, right? And it's just like so fucking interesting. I'm like, who thought of this movie? Who was like laying there in their bed like, I should write this down. Like, right? It's just like, if you see the movie, you know what I'm talking about. Like, so you probably know why I'm like describing it this way, because it's just so hard to explain. It's just a crazy idea for a movie. And obviously the deeper meaning is you should appreciate the life you had and accept that you're not always going to have that life, and beauty isn't everything. You're not going to have eternal beauty. And it really does speak to, what time is it? Okay. It really does speak to how the world is now. Like, because you see so many women getting like Botox and filler, trying to look like young when they're like fucking like 50 and shit. Like lady, you're like 50, 65, 45. You are not 20. Like, you're not meant to look 20. I'm not saying like you have to look like 65, 50, 45, but like you definitely shouldn't look like a fresh baby, like a child still compared to your age, you know? With all this Botox and shit, it's crazy. It's like where's the line? Like, the line. Well, these women, these men too, and the line. Like, where's, like, do you, like, where, like, how bad is it that you want to look at, you want to look young and fresh and everything, you cross the line. It's insane. Like, some people, like, drink pee. Yes, like dog pee. Maybe probably their own pee as well, to, like, get rid of acne and stuff. Like, wrinkles are normal. Like, you can see. I don't have any of that shit, by the way. Not into that stuff. I'm just very scared of all that stuff. Like, you can, like, when I move my eyebrows, like, you can see my forehead lines. Perfectly normal. Like, I'm 30, by the way. I've always had those lines here and under, you can't see, but under my eyes. Always had those lines, always had those dark circles. Just, it is what it is, you know? Like, aging is a gift. Aging's normal. It's perfectly fine. Like, you shouldn't, women and men should not feel like they have to upkeep their beauty from when they're younger. Like, it is perfectly normal to not look like yourself when you were younger. As long as you take care of yourself, you eat right, you work out, you probably shouldn't drink. You definitely should not drink and do drugs. Smoking, all that stuff. At the very least, like, limit, like, the drinking, but definitely shouldn't be smoking, drugs, all that stuff. Like, and number 2 days. Drink fucking water. Take care of your fucking skin. Like, 3 things. And stay out the sun as much as possible. The sun is your enemy. Like, the sun will age you. You see, like we've all seen those women with like age spots, like on their face, their chest. Like tanning is not good for you of any sorts. Like, did you know you can get sunburn standing in your bedroom window with the sun really bright? You can get sunburn. Any type of sun, tanning, time in the sun is bad for you. It's bad for your health. Like it's going to affect you somehow. Like, please, for the love of God, especially y'all white people, and I'm speaking to myself too because I'm white as well. Wear fucking sunblock, for the love of God. Wear sunblock. And I just do not mean your face, your neck, your ears, your everywhere. Like, and reapply. You should be wearing sunblock every day. Every day. You should be reapplying. Obviously, read the instructions. You should be reapplying. Like, every 2 hours, whatever. You reapply. Just wear sunblock, please. Take care of yourself. So, if you're interested in watching this movie, I really suggest watching it. It's so interesting. Like, the graphics, amazing. Like, it's disgusting. It's gory. It's comical. It's very mentally pleasing. Like, it really gets you thinking. Like the makeup, the prosthetics, 10 out of 10. Like, I would give this movie a 5 out of 5 stars. Like, there is nothing that needed to be changed. Not a single thing. And the ending, I'm not going to spoil the ending. Just the ending was the icing on the cake. It was so good. Like, whoever thought of this idea for a movie, directed it, all the makeup artists, the special effects makeup artists, like chef's kiss everywhere, like spectacular. Like, this movie was genuinely the best movie I've seen in years. Even before the pandemic, like, this movie's so fucking good. Like, I would watch this movie over and over again. That's how good it is. You can watch it on Prime if you want to pay for it. I watch it on, I'm not sure if y'all know what APKs are, like BTV, TTV, stuff like that. Film Plus, Cinema, Viva, Nova. Oh, what's the other one? Oh my gosh, I just had it on my tip of my tongue. It's not Movie Plus. Movie Box. I think it's called Movie Box, I believe. Yeah. You can download all those for free, and you can watch them. The quality isn't always great. It's a great way to get around it. What time is it? Because I'm gonna eat dinner after this. So, yep. Go watch The Substance, featuring Demi Moore, Dennis Quaid, and Margaret Q. I promise you will not be disappointed. You will want to see this movie over and over again. You will be at the edge of your seat, like, with your popcorn and shit. Like, it is fantastic movie. Definitely go see this movie. I promise you will not be disappointed. You'll probably even be throwing up and being like seriously, please go watch this movie. It really is this good.